Tony's a pretty reserved individual, and it takes a minute to know where he's coming from. But he does have a great sense of humor. Not even maybe a year after he hit the ground, he took a trip to Israel for 2 weeks. And I staged a coup of the organization using Teddy, our mascot, as the kidnapper. And so I took pictures and sent them to him while he was on his trip. I wasn't sure if he had a sense of humor at that. But then I realized when he got them, he was laughing and he shared it with the whole group that he was with. So I figured, this is going to be okay. Over the years, he's become a really important part of my life as far as a mentor and an example, and just really been an inspiration, I think, to everybody. Tony, you're going to do great things, and I say, look out, world, because this man is not finished yet.
Go the right way, go united. How about that?
Well, first of all, he gets along with everybody, and he overcomes negative things. Goes right over, which is a sign of leadership. And he's a great guy. He's a great leader.
He loves his wife.
It's important. His wife, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, she's a great person too. He represents a very good organization. And we really like the fact that we can give them the money now and then tell them what to spend and where to spend.
No, but you look at the underserved, okay? And you look at the underserved first, and you make sure that you give your money to programs that are developing, whether it's from 2 years or 4 years or 10 years or 12 years or 22 years. Cover the gamut. And you show them how to build their skills so they can lead forth. Tony, you told me you almost hit $1 billion in your lifetime, okay? I want to know when that you hit that number, okay? And guess what? You're going to do it.
Tony's lent stability to the organization after some tumultuous years. And he had to work hard on rebuilding the trust, and he knew that, and he did a really good job. And I think that is his most important contribution to United Way. My family has a long history with United Way, and in fact, my father was chair of the board a very long time ago. So we've always been connected to United Way, both personally, through our foundation, through our company. And I feel that United Way has the eyes and ears as to what's going on in the community, what the greatest needs are. And it just so happened that with the Diamond Foundation, one of our focus areas is early childhood. So we aligned perfectly with United Way and helped support them for the work that they do. I would offer this advice to Tony: keep busy so you don't bug Linda. I want to add, Tony, is this really the last time you're going to say you're retiring?
I believe that every single community should have the best possible United Way that they can. There's certain organizations, when you go to a community, whether it's Tucson or Austin or San Diego, they should have a great United Way. They should have a great YMCA. They should have a great Boys and Girls Clubs. We are literally one of the best United Ways in the world. And I credit that to Tony Penn. Serving with Tony has been amazing. I came in as chairman of his campaign, then I chaired his campaign again, then I came as incoming chairman, then I was chairman, then I was chairman again, and then I was outgoing chairman. And I'll tell you, I've learned how a nonprofit operates. He went, as most people may or may not know, he went to Harvard and learned and took a course on how to operate a nonprofit. And I believe I learned through Tony Penn the high standards of Harvard. And as I'm serving right now as the chair of Boys and Girls Club, I have a hard time not mentioning United Way in almost every sentence. I learned what I know today in regards to the operations and the fiscal responsibility of a nonprofit through Mr. Tony Penn. Beyond a legacy, I think Tony leaves behind a high bar. Whoever comes in next has a hell of a challenge in front of them. They have to live up to the expectations and the high bar that Tony Penn set for our United Way. I remember traveling to Toronto as board chair as part of the annual worldwide meetings with Tony Penn. And I learned at that worldwide conference that we do have one of the best United Ways in the world. I'm just so proud to even be affiliated with this United Way, and just proud to be one of Tony's brothers. Tony, I'm going to look at the camera for this one. I love you, brother. We all know whatever you do, you're going to be successful in what you do. We're excited to see what your next chapter is. We're excited to see all that you will accomplish in your life. We know this is not a retirement. This is just simply you moving into the next chapter of your life, and we know you'll hit a home run.
Tony is one of those leaders who just touches you immediately. He's dynamic, and he has so much charisma. But most of all, his foundation is integrity. And so the opportunity to work with someone of that caliber has truly been a blessing for me. I remember Tony Penn coming to Tucson to lead United Way organization. And many felt this outsider, he's not going to be able to rebuild the organization. They did not know Tony Penn is a force to be reckoned with. And with his energy, his commitment, and his finesse, he was able to rebuild the organization, I say, in record time, and lift it to one of the top United Way organizations worldwide. That's what Tony Penn does. I support the United Way of Tucson and Southern Arizona because it is the heart of our community. The outreach to our children, to our elderly, to those who are underserved, those who are often forgotten, and those who will be even more impacted with some of the national changes. We've got to have a strong, united way if we are going to continue as a strong Tucson community. So, my dear Tony, now that you are going into retirement, don't let retirement mean that the community is going to miss your leadership. I want you to retire like Daisy Jenkins. I'm on my third one. So join me, Tony.